Hello, and today we will be discussing the code for merge sort. First, I want to say thank you to Sean Allen for providing this code, and I will put a link to his video in the description. So there are two main functions that make a merge sort, and those are split and merge. Let's go over merge first. So merge is written right here, as you can see, and it takes in two parameters, left, which is an array of ints, and right, which is also an array of ints, and it returns an array of ints. And so the basic functionality of merge is that it will take two sorted arrays and it will return one sorted array of both. So for example, if we had an array of 1 and 3 and an array of 2 and 4, so they're sorted from least to greatest, and then we ran the merge function with those two arrays as parameters, then what would be returned would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go over split. It's a function that takes in one parameter, which is just an array of ints, and it returns an array of ints. The goal of split is to break down an array until each element has its own array. So if we take a look at this condition right here, it says if the number of elements in the array is greater than 1, then don't do anything else, return array, which is just the input array. So that's basically saying if the input array only has one element within it, then just return that same array back. But if not, then it will keep splitting that array. So for example, if we had an array of 2, 1, it would go through this condition and it would see that there are two elements within the array, so it would do nothing, and it would go to this splitting right here, and it would make the left array and the right array, and the left array would contain an array of 2 and the right array would contain an array of 1. And now we get to this return statement, which is very important because we're returning merge with two parameters in here, which are left and right, but in those parameters we're passing split. So because we are calling split within its declaration right here, this function is recursive. And so if we had our input array as an array of 2, 1, it would try to take the split of both of those, so split of array of 2 and split of array of 1, as seen right here, and it would pass those as parameters into merge. But as we discussed earlier, split of an array of 2 and split of an array of 1, because those each have one element within them, it would just return those arrays. So it would just be merge of an array of 2 and an array of 1. And so what would be returned here is just an array of 1, 2, because we had an array of 2 and an array of 1, which are both technically sorted because there's only one element in each array. Then whenever we run merge, it will just merge them into 1, 2. That's how split works. And now let's discuss a little bit more in depth how the recursiveness works, because it gets a little bit more complicated when there are more elements in the input array. To understand the recursiveness of the split function, we can draw a tree with the input array of the split function at the top of the tree. And so if the split function was called with this array that's shown as a parameter, we would get our left array as 5, 2, and our right array as 4, 3, 1. And what's returned from split of the input array, which is 5, 2, 4, 3, 1, we would get merged with two parameters. So the first parameter would be left, split of 5, 2, and the second parameter would be right, split of 4, 3, 1. So 5, 2 is going to be split into an array of 5 and an array of 2. But since this array 5, 2 has more than one element, we return merge again. This time we don't need to write the splits because split of 5 just returns an array of 5. And split of an array of 2 just returns an array of 2. So merge of 5, an array of 5 and an array of 2 equals an array of 2, 5. 2, 5 is the result of split 5, 2. Now we go on to split 4, 3, 1. So split 4, 3, 1 will be separated into an array of 4 and an array of 3, 1. Now we have split 4 and split of 3, 1. So we look at split 3, 1, because we already know that split of an array of 4 is just going to return an array of 4. So we look at split of an array of 3, 1, and it is split into an array of 3 and an array of 1. And now we worry about our merge function. So our merge function is called, and this would give us an array of 1, 3. And this 1, 3 would replace split 3, 1, because 1, 3 is the result of split 3, 1. And now we have an array of 4 and an array of 1, 3. And we can rewrite our merge right here. So the merge will act, and we get an array of 1, 3, 4. And this 1, 3, 4 will replace the split 4, 3, 1 up here. And so now finally, since we got the result of split 5, 2 and split 4, 3, 1, we can rewrite our merge again. And this will be our final merge. Now let's actually draw out the steps of our merge function. So we compare the first element of each array. 1 is less than 2 in our right array, so 1 is removed from its original array and it's appended. Now 3 is the first element in our right array. 2 is less than 3, so 2 is removed and it's appended. Now we compare 3 and 5. 3 is less than 5, so 3 is removed and appended. And now we compare 4 and 5. 4 is less than 5, so 4 is removed and appended. And then 5 is the only one left in the left array, so 5 is just dropped down. And that is the recursiveness of the split function and merge sort. So here's our merge sort code again. And we just added a few print statements here so that when we step through the code, you can actually see what's happening. And we click step through our code and we open our console. All right, so we're starting with 5, 2, 4, 3, 1. Our left array is 5, 2, and our right array is 4, 3, 1. Now it's splitting 5, 2 into two arrays, which are just an array of 5 and an array of 2. All right, now let's see what happens. So now we're running merge on this array of 5 and this array of 2. And we merged it, which is m plus l plus r is just merge. And the result of that was 2, 5, as we said. And then we're splitting this 4, 3, 1 into 4 and 3, 1, like we did. And we split 3, 1 into an array of 3 and an array of 1. All right. And then we're running merge again on an array of 3 and an array of 1. Let's see what we get. We get 1, 3. Now we should run merge on 4 and 1, 3. And there we go. We ran merge on both of those, and we get 1, 3, 4. And now it should merge 2, 5, which we got earlier, and 1, 3, 4. And there we go. That's our sorted array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's merge sort.